Good morning, YouTube. Good afternoon or good evening, depending on what time of the day that you are watching this video. I'm Lisa. Welcome back to my channel. My channel does a lot of fountain pens, journaling, and art supplies. So I've got a new shipment, as you can tell. It's from Goulet pens. I've already cracked open the seal, but I have not opened up the contents. So let's get into it. This is going to be a small haul. I bought these things from Goulet for fountain pen maintenance, so it's not an extensive or big boxing, but I have another box over here that I haven't shown that I'm going to actually introduce to as well. First things first, I get my Tootsie Roll. Thank you, Goulet pens. And this one, I don't know what flavor it is. I got cherry. It's so fitting for the spring season. Oops, we got lots of paper. And I bought, this is a very boring haul, but I promise you the rest of it's going to get much more interesting, but I needed some pen flush. Oh, and they gave me a little vial for travel. That's going to come in handy. Speaking of travel, the reason why I bought two of these, so I have two vials. I've been going through pen flush lately, just in cleaning out my pens. Should have some other items in here. Oh, I do. Okay, let's just pull all this stuff out. Put that box to the side. I should actually keep these boxes for recycling purposes. You never know. The post office does charge for those. Speaking of travel, and the reason why I got these supplies is I'm going to be traveling, and oh, let me show you what the rest of these are. I bought one of the stickers. I just love this sticker. So they're selling their stickers on the website now, and have been, but I just kind of paid attention to it. I love this one. Absolutely. This is based off of a Pilot, you can tell, bottle, and it is. That's the ink. It's absolutely gorgeous. I got two of those. I liked it so much. Speaking of travel, I decided that I wanted to throw together a fountain pen traveling kit. So I got a couple of brass sheets. And so that is why. And then I got the corgi as just a regular buy. I want to put together a traveling kit. So I will be putting together a video of what that kit will look like. It will entail having the brass sheets, the flush, which is absolutely essential, and these are Mylar paper, 2 sheets. So I want to put a kit together so that when I do travel, if I do need to do fountain pen maintenance on the fly, I can do that. And here are the Mylar sheets that they gave me. I may end up, this is a 0.3. Doesn't look like much, does it? And this is the 0.1. So what I might end up doing, as you can see my reflection in here, what I probably will end up doing is cutting these into just a small little sample that I can stick into a little kit, a dot kit for my fountain pen. So I will be doing that. I'm going to cut these down, and that's why I got these things. I already had brass sheets, but my brass sheets, I'm going to put my old ones that I have in and keep the new ones in my regular home kit. So that was the Goulet. Purchase number 2. More exciting. This was due to a special. I'm going to do this off camera, so you're going to be looking at my table for just a second because they taped this really quite well. In the month of March, Endless Pens had a limited offer on some, and I know what these are, Opus 88 pens, and that's what this is, hopefully. I think that's the only thing I've got going from Endless are these, and I was so excited about it. I had to get them. So they were just part of a limited series. This is so well sealed that I can't tell where the front and the bottom are. So I'm gonna hope that I'm cutting along this well enough. All right, I'm struggling. I should have opened this one up like I did the other one. I just didn't think it was gonna, I see how it goes now. I just didn't think it was gonna be as challenging as it is to open up on camera. And excuse the camera shaking, but that was just because of the difficulty in opening up this box. Lord Jesus. Oh, and we've got confetti. Ah, so much fun. All right. So, like I said, Endless Pens had a special back in March towards the end. And I just happened to, I almost deleted the email because I do get repetitive emails on the regular. And sometimes I'm just like, I don't want to look. But I looked, and this is what happens when you look. You end up buying fountain pens, which is not such a bad thing. Let me just take all this stuff out so that you can see everything. There should be one more item, I think, in here. But I don't see it, so maybe it's in one of the boxes. All right, so what they had was a coffee series that they did in the month of March. And so it was a buy one, get the second one half off. And you had that option with just buy one, get the second one with washi tape, or buy one, get one half off washi tape plus ink. I went a whole hog and got ink too. I bought a bottle of, I know, more ink. I bought some ink as well. So let me try to take the ink off. Their packaging is, they do a really good job with shipping ink. Let me just see if I can lift some of this tape off. I wish they would just give you like an end that would show you where to start with the peeling of the tape. Packaging 101. Good packaging, but just give us a little tab where the tape lifts off. All right. I'm going to struggle just a little bit longer, but I'm almost there, I promise. All right. So this is the ink that I received. And I'm going to go ahead, throw that away. I've got two pens here to unbox. The first one is, they're both Opus 88s, like I said. And this is the Coffee Shop Mini. And I saw this and I couldn't decide between one design or the other, so I went for both. And I can't wait because, again, as part of my travel, I wanted to be able to take something with me on the go and have it go like this. Up, came out of the box, but it looks like so. It has the filling mechanism, of course, for the Opus 88, and probably it's an eyedropper system, so that's a great thing. And this is the pen, coffee shop inspired, with the various strengths there. I just absolutely love this pen. I'm really glad I got it. Really, really pretty. So that's the first one. And the second one is another coffee shop inspired fountain pen. And I got both of mine in fine. And what I will probably do is buy another type of nib from Franklin Christoph and stick it in one of these pens, or just buy an extra nib from Franklin Christoph so I can stick it in the pens. Again, same similar setup, eyedropper, and then this one has the illustrated graphic design, which I absolutely love. So that is it, and this will be fantastic for travel because, as we all know, with Opus 88, it shuts off quite nicely. There's the nib. Just really, really well done. And because it is, oops, got a little bit of stuff left over on that. Because it's like shuts off like this, it's good for travel with the vacuum filling system. So my first thoughts are, I'm really glad I got both of these pens. A little tight I'm going to let that stay tight because I think it'll loosen up over time. If not, I'll put some grease in there to get that to tighten up. But I'm really looking forward to taking these with me on my next trip. Nice small kit. And this will probably bring my fountain pen collection up to 40 plus. So I'm getting ready to go into a new case. So that is it, my first impressions. I'm going to go ahead and take one of these and I'm going to flush it out and I'm going to ink it and I'll be right back. Mic, is the mic back on? Sorry about that. I'm back. Sorry about that. I went ahead and put some double sticky Tombow tape on this, so I'm going to just get this so it stays on top of this case. I went back and looked in the box because I realized that I did not get the washi tape that I was supposed to get, but I've got this ink sample. I bought a bottle of Robert Oster. I have never bought a bottle of Robert Oster. I've got tons of samples of Robert Oster ink, but I bought the stargazing one. This is a shimmering metallic ink. I actually am going to just dip my pen in like a regular ink and not actually fill it up because I'm not ready to use it yet. I've still got ink that I've got going on, but I will go ahead and swatch out the Stargazer in my little handy dandy journal here of inks. Let me just take out my automatic pen and let's just find a open sheet. Grab my little anchor so my page stays down here. Oops, let's get that under there like so. Keep the book open and I'm gonna grab some water because I'm gonna need to make sure I clean out my automatic pen after I dip it in the solution, in this ink, I'm sorry. So this is a, like I said, a shimmering ink. Let me bring it down in here so we can take a look closer. And I am very excited about this ink. It looks very pretty. Let me get my glass nib pen out as well. I'm going to go ahead and keep this down all on here. All right. And I think what I'm going to do stargazing ink, and let's get you zoomed in and in frame. It's lovely color, and let me give you some more light because I'm not seeing enough light come down. Very cloudy day here, so it's going in and out. And there's that. Oops. To begin. This color is beautiful. And my nib is a little, I think I'm going to have to grind my nib out a little bit here. And let me just do another little dip here. You're hearing the roughness of my nib right now. It needs to definitely oops, messed up on the Y there. So that is the alphabet, a little bit of both. I'm having a hard time writing today. All right, so there is what it looks like in writing form. And let's give you a big old giant swatch so you can see what the loveliness of this color is. I mean, it is a gorgeous deep blue shimmering ink. That's what that looks like. It'll be interesting to see what it looks like when it dries. Like I said, as much as I've gotten or received, I have received, let's just say received, it's better, Robert Oster samples. I've never owned a bottle of it, so this is my very first bottle of Robert Oster ink. So that's kind of exciting. The water comes down to a very dark blue with slight hints of green, and this should have silver, I think, shimmering properties on it. So we're going to let that one dry, and I'll show you what that looks like in just a second. Hopefully it won't take too terribly long. Okay, the ink is still drying in the leuchtturm, so what I'm going to go ahead and do is just dip this pen in the ink and do it on Tomo River paper, because as I always say, it's good to do more than one swatching, just because you know, it changes depending on your paper. So let me just really rotate this and get this shimmering ink to be flowing, and we'll see what it looks like with a fine point nib and sample on Tomo River paper. Let's get that there. And oops. I mean, it's beautiful. And because I just did that and I just cleaned my water, I'm definitely going to have to clean this out again. All for you. And get a good dip into the feed there. And this is Opus 88 and a fine steel nib, and it is postable, and the grip on this is, let me just post this really, nope, it's not postable. I take that back. It's nice and juicy. The grip, it's small, but it still feels really good in hand. But these are definitely minis compared to like the demo. It's definitely a big difference there. The nib is really smooth in the fine point. I switched my fine point out in my demo with a Franklin Christoph, I Franken pinned it. Franklin Christoph steel nib italic sig nib, and it's fantastic, but I don't have a fine in the Opus, so this is great. And as you can see, as it dries, it kind of goes to a blue-gray. Hopefully this is rendering correctly. But it's a beautiful writing pen. I'm looking forward to being able to travel with this and know that it won't, you know, hiccup in the air pressure, hopefully. My paper is, I cannot write the alphabet today. This is supposed to be S. It's one of those days. It's Sunday. I haven't had coffee yet. That's coming, but it's not coming until after the video. Beautiful writing pen. Absolutely gorgeous. If you missed this deal, hopefully they'll bring it back at Endless. It's sold out. I called my cousin and I was like, you gotta check this out. I know you're probably on a hiatus, but she was like, darn it, but thank you for letting me know. So if she's listening, here's to you. And I hope you are enjoying your pen as well. She knows who she is. This is a fantastic writing pen. I love it. Love. Yeah, this is great. So if anybody got their hands on the minis from Opus 88, let me know how you feel about yours. I really do like the fact that this one, I'm going to actually wipe my nib off here really quick, is a clear, or I should say almost clear, demo on the body. I really do think that the filling mechanism of this is probably a good, even on this, probably 2.5 to 3 milliliters capacity of ink. I really like the illustrative design because I do like to draw myself, and I draw my coffee cups on the regular, or whatever I'm drinking on the regular when I'm out and about. But this is a great little addition that I feel like I can kind of just throw into a bag and take it with me and not really have to worry about it like burping or leaking or anything like that. So this is going to be a wonderful addition for travel. I hope you liked the video. Thank you very much for stopping by. If this was your first time stopping at my channel, thank you so much for checking out my channel. If you are a regular, thank you for coming back. As you see, as it's drying, it's starting to like show that glistening and the sheening properties. It's still drying on the Leuchtturm. So this is a very wet, juicy dryer. So I will probably show in the clips what it looks like when it's finally dry. But thank you so much for stopping by my channel. Have a great day. Stay safe, everyone. Until next time, I'll talk to you later. Bye.